the prize for the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. And the Badgers will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. The battle for the Axe has been built on close, contentious, hard-fought, down-to-the-wire games. That was not the case last year's Minnesota won in a blowout.
This is a big opportunity, I think, for Minnesota. If they can win in yet another blowout, think how much that would help their recruiting. These two schools, they recruit the same kids, so a big opportunity here for Minnesota.
They recruit the same kids. They're built the same way, built on physicality, built on toughness. This rivalry, the Axe, all of it means something, and especially when you lost big the year before, you're going to have something to say about it today.
Running into the open space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Shotgun snap on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So Wisconsin's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Badgers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position.
He's loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A quick pass to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy implications necessarily, this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these two schools, but appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah, and the trophy games are so fun. Just to watch the teams react at the end. And they know, starting this game off, one of them is going to run across the field and get an enormous axe. How flippin' cool is that?
On the run, still looking. Finding an escape route. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Right back to the well. Rolls his way ahead. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's the give off the left side. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. We'll see if they can do it.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. On target over the middle. Powers through. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. This axe means so much to both Minnesota and Wisconsin. But, Jesse, my question is, have you ever used an axe?
Improperly, and I almost chopped off my ankle once upon a time. You know, in Canada, we have to use axes quite often for fireplaces and gets really cold. But not like this axe right here. None as valuable or as important to thousands and thousands and thousands of people the way the Paul Bunyan's axe is.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw it, he needs a chunk play. Got his man. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the...
Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking.
Brings into the open. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Jones. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll pull it on the read. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Crosses the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in. It's Barry Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
8 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're setting up the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Pratt. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Looking deep. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Minnesota! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for the score. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Well, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give to the left side. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not...
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
On the move at the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Caught in the backfield, it's Barker. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. And so